Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I filmed a YouTube video because I was just not feeling it. But I'm just really in the mood to make a chat video again. So I thought, let's do a YouTube video again. And I was also in the mood to make focaccia, so we're gonna do that today together. So focaccia is really easy to make, which is why I'm craving it, I think. And it's also like the most delicious kind of bread there is. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. So first of all, the recipe is not mine. The recipe is from this channel. I think it's Lace Bakes. Amazing focaccia recipe. The recipe is, by the way, also on my website. Yeah, just I will link it as well. Also, this recipe is made out of 6 ingredients, so easy, and that's all things you already have at home. So for example, honey, hot water, yeast, only like the white bread flour you need to buy. So easy. Okay, get yourself a bowl and a measuring cup. Okay, we're gonna do the recipe in European measurements, so if you're from the UK or America, I'm sorry. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get yourself 420 milliliters of hot water, well, warm water. So if you turn your kraan, your sink thing, to the hot side, it's probably warm enough. And you're gonna get yourself some honey because we're gonna activate the yeast. So yeah, obviously you need some yeast. Obviously you need some yeast as well, and some olive oil, and we're gonna put it all together in the bowl and let it sit for 15 minutes just to activate the yeast. It will turn out, it looks disgusting, I'm gonna be honest, and it smells disgusting as well, but if that's the case, you're doing it right and the yeast is activated. So yeah, prepare yourself. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you're vegan, you can also use regular sugar. I prefer to use honey, but you can also use regular sugar. It's just the sugars just need to activate the yeast. And you should see a change in like the upcoming 15 minutes. If you don't, your yeast is probably dead and you need to use different yeast. Okay, so it's been a bit over 15 minutes, but as you can see, it's really smelly in here and there are all these bubbles. And it's quite a creamy layer on top, so that's the way you want it. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is add your white bread flour. You can just use any white bread flour, just make sure it's white bread flour. So you add that to it. And I'm gonna show you. As you can see, like over there, it's that creamy layer you see, you know what I mean? That's the yeast you want. So if you have that, you did it right. Next, you take one of these things, I don't know what they're called in English, and you're gonna stir it till everything is well combined. At the beginning, I really hate the smell of yeast, but now, I don't know, it's kind of like satisfying or something like that, because you know it's going well, and I don't know, I kind of started liking it, which is quite odd. So what you want is that all those white flour bits you see in there, so where you actually can see the flour, you want that to be gone and to be wet, if that makes sense. I'm also so annoyed with my hair today. Like, I did use heatless curls tonight, but they're still not the way I want it. And with heatless curls, you know, you can't go back, and I don't want to use heat too often on my hair. So yeah, this is the way we have to do it, but I'm not happy. Okay, I think that's done. Just need to get this off. You know what's also the thing with yeast? Like, it's something that's alive in there. And that part of it, that I need to go with my hands in it, just makes me... Yeah, I know how I feel about that. Okay, next you're gonna take a cloth and place it on top of the bowl. That's it. So yeah, leave it for 10 minutes again. You need to be very patient with this. I think that's also the way, in a way, it's very relaxing for me. I don't know, I do this when I'm a bit stressed. It's just gives so much peace, you know. If you spend like an afternoon baking this and you just need to wait 10 minutes and then 15 minutes and then it's just, you know, it's so calm or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but for me it is. So yeah, leave this for 10 minutes and then we're gonna go through with the kneading, which is easiest thing ever when it comes to bread, because often I ruin bread by kneading. But this is so easy, you will not mess it up. Yeah, so we'll come back to that in 10 minutes. Okay, it's time for the most satisfying part. You might want to take your jewelry off for this, because we have to go into the yeast. But we're still gonna do it, we're not little babies. Yeah, as you can see, it has already doubled in size, which is very nice. I don't know, I find this so satisfying. So yeah, roll up your sleeves. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna place your hands on one side of the bowl and take the dough. You're gonna stretch it and place it on the other side. And then you're gonna go to another side of the dough, stretch it. You repeat this process till you got every side of the dough. I love doing this. I don't know why, but I love doing this. And this is less. I think you need to do it like 4 times, maybe 6 if you're like small hands. But yeah. Wash your hands and you're gonna cover it again like that. And now we'll wait again 10 minutes. And then the next time I'm going to show you from above so you can easily see what I'm doing and how satisfying it is. Yeah, see you in 10 minutes again. Okay, it's been another 10 minutes and I'm going to show you from above how to do it. As you can see, it doubled the size again. So it's going to be super light, super fluffy, amazing. So what you're going to do, take your hands, grab it, pull and fold it over it. Pull and place it over it. And again. Okay, make sure your hands are wet because you're done with the folding now. And you're gonna turn it around like this. Oh, like that. And you're gonna place it like this. Add your olive oil and sprinkle it over it. Like you can have quite a lot of it. Rub it in like a bit underneath as well so it doesn't stick to the bowl. And that's it. Okay, and now you're almost done. All you have to do is get some plastic wrap and cover the bowl. And that's it, you're gonna place it in the fridge and you're done for the first day. I think I forgot to mention that this process is taking 2 days. So you're doing this now and then you place it in the fridge and then like 1 or 2 days later you come back and finish the process, which is basically baking it and covering it, and honestly the best part of it all. I think that's it for today. I'm gonna place it in the fridge and I will see you in 2 days. I always prefer to leave it for 2 days in. I don't know why. Often next day I'm not in the mood to do it. The day after I'm really excited for it. Yeah, and I'm also not home for the rest of the weekend, so it's really nice to just keep it in the fridge for 2 days and then on Monday I'm gonna come back and finish it. Welcome back! So now 2 days later, the weekend is over. The focaccia has rested very well. But before we're going back to the focaccia, I thought I would show you my new skincare routine. Because I have found the perfect skin routine for my skin. Finally, if you're doing skincare, you know how hard it is to find your perfect match. So yeah, I thought I would show you. My skin is very oily from itself. I just cleansed it. I always use CeraVe, but I use a particular one with it. I'll show you. So I really prefer this one. It's for normal to oily skin, so if you have oily skin, this is the key. And then, next up, it's a lot of steps in my skincare, so yeah, be prepared for that. So starting with vitamin C, I now use this one, but I've also used this one. I like them both, I just mix them sometimes. Not mix them, but like, I just pick one. So I'm now going for this one. Vitamin C always feels so good on my skin. I don't know why. I'm not like a skincare expert, but it just feels so good. And then I apply the Vichy Mineral 89 serum. I don't know exactly what this does, but it just makes my skin look amazing. So yeah, applying that over it. And then SPF. No, I'm doing this wrong. Then a day cream. I like this one very much for my skin. Then SPF. And for the SPF, I now use that one from L'Oreal, and it has UVB and UVA in it, so that's really nice. Then often I apply the Color Star drops. However, I'm not going to do it because I applied too much yesterday and I'm still a bit orange, if you can see. So not doing that today, but normally I do this and they're amazing. My skin, it just looks like I got sun-kissed. In winter, it's amazing. Autumn, it's amazing. Then I use some eye cream. This one is from Herbivore. This is the first eye cream that really helped for me. And when I say like eye cream, I mean with like dark circles on my eyes. You just have to apply a little bit of it. But yeah, normally when I used an eye cream, I always needed to apply concealer after that, because otherwise it would still look just very tired. And this one, once I applied it and it has done its work, I look awake. Then we go in with Rosalie. And if you follow me on social media, you know this is my key product for redness. If you have redness in your skin as well, like me, you want this. Okay, so I'm gonna show how it works. Just apply a little bit. And it's kind of like this green color. And you want to be very gentle with this, because otherwise you're gonna look green. I hope you can see it, because my camera has a bit of a filter on it. I don't know how to turn it off. But yeah, I think you can see that the places that had redness are now gone. Like, that's how easy it goes. It's literally my favorite skincare product. It's not okay how good this is. Yeah, so let that do its work for like 2 minutes or something, just to see your face turning neutral. And then this kind of doesn't make sense, but then go in with a blush to make it red again. But like, I think blush is a different kind of redness. Yeah, so I just apply it there a bit. But this is like an optional step. I just love blush. I just love it. So, and then almost lastly, going in with the Laneige. I don't know how to pronounce it, but with like the viral lip mask, it's amazing. I've been using it now for a few days and it's so good and it smells so amazing. I have the berry one, very nice, highly recommend. I only never know where to keep this. Like, where do you keep it stored? You wash it every time you use it and then you put it back in this thing? How do people do that? And then the last step is the brows. So this is really my skincare routine when I'm not leaving the house. So normally I would do the brows with e.l.f. obviously. Now I'm just doing it with Got2b, the brow gel, just because it's just a very natural look. I don't even use concealer. So, and that's my skincare. It's a lot, I know, but my skin has never been like glowy and healthy and not greasy, but just nice glowy. So yeah, that's my skincare. And now let's go to the kitchen to bake some focaccia and finish it, because I'm really excited for that too. Okay, let's see how she turned out. Look how bubbly and yeasty, and you know what I mean, right? Oh, love it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is get a tray like this. See if you, I think you can see it better over there. Cover your tray with the parchment paper, and you want to drizzle some olive oil on top. If it's not empty. Be right back. Okay, drizzle. There we go, the olive oil on top. And what you're gonna do now is place the dough onto the olive oil. And there you go. I'm now gonna switch the camera to on top of this, because this is the most satisfying part. I want you to have a good view of it. Yeah, but I will keep on talking and walk you through the process. Okay, first you're gonna oil your hands. Take one side, pull it and turn. Take the other side, pull it and turn. Then you're gonna flip the dough so you have a smooth side. So normally you would place another tray on top, but I don't have it, so we're gonna cover it with foil again. We're gonna rest it again for 1.5 hours. Okay, it's been now 1.5 hours and dough's looking like this. So as I flatten a bit, and we're now gonna do the last steps. Okay, so you're gonna take this off, and it's best to use a tray to put on top, but if you don't have it, you can use the foil. Drizzle more olive oil on it, and this is the best part. Push your fingers in it, and it will create all these kind of bubbles, which is very nice. That's what giving the crisp of a focaccia. Okay, so this is what it should look like. You should have all these kind of little bubbles in it, and that's the correct way to do it. And now we need fresh rosemary, olives, and sea salt. So we're gonna grab the rosemary from the garden. Got this little pot with all fresh herbs in it, and it's literally the best thing you can have, because you always have fresh herbs at home. So here you can see it. And there you have it. Okay, I now got the fresh rosemary and the sea salt and olives. And we're gonna add it on top. So first of all, generally sprinkle a lot of flaky sea salt. You do want it to be flaky because that's just gives the best taste. Add that on top. Make sure to wash your rosemary, especially if it's from your garden. Just place that on top. I personally don't like my focaccia with a lot of things on it or in it, so that's why I also didn't add. Sometimes they add potatoes in it. I don't like that, but yeah, that's obviously very personal. I just like it with rosemary, olives and salt. That's my favorite combination, and also to add sometimes tomatoes on it. It's also really nice. Okay, you want to add a generous amount of rosemary on top. Then you're gonna add in your olives. I have to be honest, it's probably best if you could get good olives. I just was too lazy to go to a store where they have proper olives, so I got the cheap ones. But yeah, get yourself better olives, and just push them into the dough. And top it also with a lot of olives, because you want every piece to be filled with a lot of goodies. So this is what it now looks like. We have this very nice bubble, and it already looks amazing. I'm gonna put it in the oven, and it will be done in 18 to 25 minutes, or just till it's golden brown. Can't wait. Oh my gosh, look how good it's looking. Okay, let's take that out. It's hot. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good. Literally nothing is so good for waiting for a recipe or food for 2 whole days and then finally being able to eat it. I can't wait. So let's cut it and be done with it. Look at this. It's perfection. And if you hear this sound, then you know that you did it right. Okay, are you ready for a taste test? Oh, okay. I always like the side part where you have like a corner of crispy bread. Oh, okay. Taste test. This is just literally the best bread in the world. Yeah, I have nothing to add to that. It's just the best bread in the world and the best recipe in the world to make it. And it's the easiest thing to do because you cannot mess it up. And it doesn't have to look pretty because when you do the toppings it already looks pretty. So yeah. It's its absolute best when it's hot. It's just, I'm in heaven right now. I've waited 2 days for this and I'm in heaven. And also, look at the bottom. It's so crispy. Perfection. Okay, so if you want to try this as well, I will link the recipe down below where you can find all the details and you can just walk through this video and make it as well. I hope you like this, and let me know if I should do this more like kind of walk through chatty baking videos on YouTube. And also let me know if you made it and tried it and what your thoughts were on it. I hope you have a great evening or whatever time it is where you are, and see you next time. Lekker?
Can I have it all?
Yes. Pretty, pretty, pretty.